I don't have anything terribly earth-shattering about this. I just want to point something out that other folks pointed out on the Majority Report Reddit. Very interesting place to see the news before the rest of the world gets it. But I want to point out that Netanyahu not only knows that the American people are chumps, but he makes plans based on that knowledge. Here it is in his own words. Yeah, this rotten scoundrel said this: I'm the only one who will prevent a Palestine state in Gaza, Judea, and Samaria. I'm the only one who can withstand U.S. pressure. I've known Biden for 40 years. And here's the key part: I know how to manage American public opinion. That's from Jonathan Toval. Sorry, folks, as we Americans stretch our minds out and acknowledge that the rest of the world exists, we are going to butcher your names, and I'm sorry. Let it be known at least that I'm taking an honest whack at saying it correctly. Jonathan Toval, I'm whether I've said your name correctly or not, I'm appreciative of the translation. Thank you. So again, I think the key thing to look at here is I know how to manage American public opinion. Archangel 1313 says, meaning he uses AIPAC influence to silence critics and flood the media with ridiculous amounts of propaganda. A house built on bullshit will not stand for long. I partially agree with Archangel 1313. I agree with the technique. I disagree with the idea that the house will not stand for long. It's going to stand for a very long time. It has stood. Let me say this again. It has stood for a very, very long time. We've had, in my lifetime, at least 20 years. 20 years of this nonsense. People not differentiating between Jews and Israelis. That would be like if people refuse to differentiate between things I do and all atheists. Or who's a well-known Christian broadcaster? All things done by Matt Walsh. Is he? I don't know. He doesn't seem very godly. Michael Knowles? He claims to be a Christian. I don't think he believes, but he claims to be a Christian. So that would be like if all things Michael Knowles did were automatically associated with Christianity as a whole. It's effed up. It's really effed up. But in America, we default to thinking like that. We default to confusing Hamas and the Palestinian people. They are not even remotely close to the same thing. They're not even the voice of the Palestinian people. They're just a group of thugs who happen to be in charge in that area because of Netanyahu. My point is, paint in the conversations that you have with your friends and family Netanyahu as the villain that he is. Make sure they know that he thinks they're dumb. Make sure they know that Netanyahu, not all Jews, not all of Israel, but Netanyahu thinks that they are gullible simpletons who can be taken advantage of for personal gain. Because that is the truth, and they ought to know the truth. Starting it off with an easy one.